So I was thumbing through a bunch of these masks that I have in my basement, like Lucha Dragon, Gold Dust, Wyatt Family. I used to do some crazy shit on this channel. We are going to start episode 2 by announcing the winner of this Rabil 2. There were over 1,000 comments from last week's video. All were capable winners, and I actually had a few that I selected. It was like, this guy's gonna win, this girl's gonna win. Clicked on your profile and you weren't a subscriber. The winner is Caleb Horgenson. Caleb said, I have a crappy and small head on my stick, so I need a new head. Well, Caleb, you got a new head. Onward to this week's questions. Let's go. First question comes from Aiden Miller. He said, hashtag ask Paul, beard, steak, or pork? Steak. B-Dogs Lacrosse said, hashtag ask Paul, beard, bacon, or sausage? Beard. Although I love bacon. I eat bacon every morning, almost. Next question comes from Chris Devenier. Chris, if I botched your last name, I'm sorry. Hashtag ask Paul, hashtag beard. Dig in the beard, Paul. Thank you. What is your favorite thing to do in the off season? Also, you forgot to show your shoulder pads. You're right. I didn't show my shoulder pads because I didn't wear them in my latest game. As far as what I do in the off season, check out my Instagram account. 2 days ago, I started a 30 consecutive day hot vinyasa yoga streak. This one comes from Will's Lounge. He said, hashtag ask Paul beard. What is your favorite WWE move? The People's Elbow! I felt this! The People's Elbow! Matthew Kerwin. Hey Paula. I hope you don't forget the most important thing in your gear bag. Your cup. That is important, protecting the family jewels. And I didn't have a cup because the team doesn't offer double XLs. You know what I mean? You know? Tyrell Wallace says, hashtag ask Paul, lacrosse trick shots 2 with Dude Perfect anytime soon? Yes. Boys, fire it up. This one comes from Thomas Bothwell. Hashtag ask Paul, hashtag beard. Do you think you could beat Colin and Samir in a 2v1? Delta_Slayer. He said, hashtag ask Paul, since there is no high school lacrosse in my area, what will give me the most exposure to colleges? Great question. 3 things. Number 1, list the colleges you want to go to. Target them. Number 2, when you find out what schools you want to go to, get those coaches' emails, reach out, say hello, introduce yourself, and tell them that you want to play for them. Then number 3, find out what tournaments or camps or games they'll be at. When you find that out, make sure you get there. Then you can play in front of them and meet them in person and potentially get recruited to go to their school. I didn't mention a highlight tape. How do you get a highlight tape? You film one. So this week, I'm gonna give someone an opportunity to get a camera, the GoPro Hero 4. Here's how you can do it. Number 1, subscribe. Number 2, comment below and tell me what school you wanna go to. Number 3, there is no number 3. Alright, so for all of you several thousand that commented and didn't win, don't worry. There are plenty of chances for you guys to win. Here are 3 tips. 1, subscribe. We'll find out if you don't. And if you don't, you're not gonna win. 2, write something funny. I like comedy. And 3, it helps if you have an avatar, which is basically like a profile picture, because those are cool and there's a higher likelihood that I'll select you if you have an avatar.